Well, hey, hola, ¿cómo estás? Meghan O on your MIC. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be here with you all tonight. And the reason being is because I'm not going to front. During this pandemic, a lot has changed within my life, your life, all of our lives. It has been bittersweet. It has been nice. It has been ugly. It has been to the left. It's been to the right. It has been all sorts of ways that it has treated us. But one thing that I enjoy most is it allowed the opportunity for me to be able to look at my own life and to figure out what is it that I want. And sometimes I realize I still don't know what the fuck I want. But I know what I do want is Hello Meghan O with you and a very good friend of mine that I have known for years. Somebody who I actually take notes from him because he is not an influencer, he is a tastemaker here in St. Louis. And I have to introduce you because I know some really, really dope ass people. And I feel that the conversations that I have with them, I walk away a better Meghan O. And I can't be greedy out here. Now, it's not food. You feel what I'm saying? If it was food, it would be a whole different story. But it's not. And like I said, during this pandemic, I was like, you know what? I was able to spend time with my boys. My career took me away from being a mom. I was working 7 days, nonstop. I never got to enjoy time with my kids. So this pandemic definitely did that, and it showed me how much your family is important. And good conversations. Because if you can't have a good conversation with somebody, you're wasting your oxygen and you're wasting your time. So who I'm gonna introduce you to is somebody here in St. Louis who shakes the ground the moment he wakes up. The moment he sets his foot on the ground, he literally influences a lot of people here in St. Louis. So I am honored to introduce to you somebody who is a wonderful business owner, an amazing man to his lady, an awesome father, brother, son, because I know he be spoiling his mama. I love his mama too, by the way, but we'll talk about all that in a second. But I want to introduce to you tonight the one and only, the infamous Niddy Griddy. Hi, man.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
What?
you know I'm too humble for all that. You just got me over here fluttery and everything.
Cause you dope.
Yeah, no, that's what's up, though. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I appreciate that. For real.
Yeah, no, you're dope. You know, it's like, I'm not gonna front. Like, during this pandemic, I was very skeptical about even starting back up with interviews. I was doing stuff live, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
No,
not
this
the
is,
same.
This is dope.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
dope, for real.
And so I was like, who would I want to do first? Who would I actually want to have a conversation with
That's
first?
a lot of pressure now. I don't know. It's a lot of dope people in St. Louis. You
Yeah,
coulda
but
talked
you're
to.
you. You're you. And you
Yeah.
have an amazing story.
Yeah.
It's inspirational.
Yeah.
You know, somebody like you, when our lives are in the public,
Yeah.
who do we have to fall on to when we're in a point where we're just like, WTF, what the fuck, bold exclamation point.
For sure.
Like, for real.
For sure. That's why you gotta keep a North Star. You gotta keep, that's why it's good to stay grounded.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I
right.
mean? Because, them highs and the lows, they'll come. And,
Come on.
it's just peaks and valleys all the time. So,
Yeah, that's
you
sweet,
just
that's
gotta be
sour.
able to weather the storm, for sure.
For sure. Maybe that's crazy why it's raining today. But rain is a good omen, though.
I mean, I wouldn't live in Seattle, though.
I wouldn't either. Hell no. Would you live in Southern California then?
I mean, it never rains in
I
Southern
know, that's what
California.
I'm
So,
saying.
But I like Cali, though.
I do, too.
Ain't
I
nothing
freaking love
ain't nothing
Cali.
like Cali, them palm trees.
I
and-
know. Do you like
and that
Florida then?
breeze. Oh, yeah. I
I do
like
too.
Florida, but something about that West Coast breeze.
I know. It's
you
like a
know?
different type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Cali vibes, it's like you can be extra as fuck and it's okay. It's like,
You can blend in no
Yeah.
matter how extra you is, how big your personality is, how much money you have, whatever.
Yep.
Like, you can see whoever on the street, you might not even know who it is, and he dressed like me, but he probably got like
bang.
200
You hear me?
bills. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You just never know. So yeah, Cali always love.
It is. And it's like Florida. I used to intern at Disney World back in the day. So, like, I like Florida, honestly, just because it's Florida. You get what I mean? I feel comfortable. I'll take my boys to Cali, but it's like Florida is, like, very family-ish, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Well, South Beach, I don't know.
Yeah, you right now.
You know, South Beach. Nah.
Yeah. My son's already talking about
We ain't
girlfriends.
gonna talk about your South Beach story.
Yeah,
today.
we'll leave it alone.
We ain't gonna talk about Meghan O South Beach.
First
story.
of all, I don't know what he talking about. I be good out here, y'all. I be good. The real question is how are you?
I mean, you know, I'm good. I mean, I think, you know, it's 90% of it's not what happened to you. It's 90%. How that thing go? It's a mantra that, you know, is like 10% how you respond to it.
Yes. I know what you're talking about. How you
10%
handle it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But moral of the story, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was asking me, like, yo, like, are you all right? You know, it's just really just, you know, you got to be mentally tough.
You do.
You know, and that's just life. You know, everybody, you know, get thrown all types of curveballs and lemons and whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just trying to make some Simply lemonade at this point.
You hear me? Not Simply. That is the good
That's
lemonade,
Simply.
though.
Yeah, that's Simply, and just, you know, they got Simply everything.
They do.
now. Simply
Even they grapefruit juice tastes good.
Simply strawberry.
They do.
Simply blueberry. So
Hey, blueberry is good. I tried
so,
that
you know,
one.
right
though.
now I'm just on my Simply shit right
You
now.
are?
I'm on
Okay,
my
you're Simply.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just Simply. I'm good. Simply.
I love it. Simply. I'm good. Simply,
not
Megan.
respectfully, but simply. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. How your mama doing and your brother?
But yeah, you know, my mom, she's good. You know, she a firecracker. She always gonna be who she is. Big personality.
Because she speak out when she know people ain't doing
yeah,
right.
Yeah, big personality, unfiltered. You know, I always tell her, like, I don't think you could have made it in this generation. Like, you know, she'll be a goon right now. Like, if
You already know.
Oh, if she grew up in this era, she'll be a goon. Be like, oh yeah, I got my shooters with it. Like, moms would probably be a shooter. Like, yeah, moms would be a shooter for real. She outside, but she good. You know, she focused on business. She holding the family down while I was gone. You know, she kept everything tight and buttoned up. You know, and my brother, he great. You know, he always he call it the concrete office.
Okay.
So, you know, he in the concrete office right now. He can get text messages. He can get videos and pictures.
Hollering. I love it.
You know
I love it.
what
I think we
So-
all know people that can do that, you know. But
So, you know, he a phone call away. So
Okay.
he's still doing everything, you know, paper line and all of that is still been, you know, he in the lab.
Yeah,
you know, so
seriously.
I mean, COVID really, for real, COVID was probably, I hate to say it, you know, a lot of people, you know, lost their lives to COVID, and a lot of people been displaced and everything. And I know people who suffer, you know, effects personally from COVID, but COVID was probably the best thing that could have happened to us in certain lights. You know,
I know
mean,
exactly
it just,
what you're saying.
It just helped us really, really like speed up things that should have been happening already. I mean, especially with technology and stuff like that. So it's just making the urbanized world and community and stuff much easier. So that's cool for him because he, you know, now he can jump on video chat and you don't have to drive up for the visits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
And then, so is there a projected date for him to come home?
I mean, not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, not right now, but you know, sooner than later. You know what I mean? Yeah,
basically.
sooner than later. You know, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Though,
you already know.
And get both of us back together. You know.
You
know how
and like
it is.
you said, especially like with the pandemic, you know, and with the world of technology, it has definitely made everything more convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you said something in the beginning when you had mentioned about the pandemic. It's like before that, the world was just constantly moving.
Yeah.
It was constantly moving. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can relate to this. Your schedule was probably already created for you sometimes.
I mean, you know, really, you know, I didn't really get to too much enjoy Zoom, but I seen Zoom like really take off.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes it's cool to not leave the house and you can just
Tell
jump on
me
Zoom.
about it.
Sometimes it's cool to just have your pajamas on, but you have.
But it's been a lot of Zoom
But
mistakes,
up top, you
though.
looking like all professional and everything. You ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But soon as that interview or that meeting or whatever over with, you back at the crib like this.
For real.
Hey, you know, it's just all about people just using their time wisely. Because,
Yeah.
you know, I heard a lot of people talking about the quarantine 15 and, you know, people ain't, you know, health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? People got to take care of their health.
Yeah.
So
I know for me, definitely, like the quarantine. I mean, not the quarantine, but like the pandemic. When I tell you, it was like seriously one of the best things in my life. Because when I was working radio, and a lot of people didn't know this, I was so over it.
Yeah.
Because I had been doing it for over 13 years of my life.
Out.
Very burnt out. And I couldn't leave. It's like my contract, I was stuck. So I had to go on the radio, and it's a box. You already know what it's like. It's a box. You ain't got no visitors. It's just you and a mic. And,
you know, as a kid, you be thinking, when you hear radio, you be thinking like it's the coolest.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? You get there and you like.
This the shit I signed up for?
Yeah.
No, for real. For real. So it's like, you know, when everything happened, I was able to like be at home. I was able to shake, like how people had gained 15. I was like, I can shake this radio away. I can do this. I can do that.
Right.
Like, so you came home when the pandemic was already going on. Like, how was that weird?
It was weird because, you know, I seen a lot of stuff. Like, I was kind of living through the TV.
Like, were you scared?
You know, I was afraid for my family. Yeah. You know what I mean? Especially for my parents and stuff like that. You don't want to be incarcerated and then, you know, you lose like a close family member. So I'm like, yo, wear your mask, 2 masks.
Exactly.
Like, so, you know, I'm watching the news and, you know, there's be a lot of yellow journalism and there'd be a lot of stuff going on. But it's just like, you know, you have to make sure the information you getting is like, you know, not misinformation, but it's just like, yo, it's something out there and you need to be safe. So, I mean, but when I came home, I came home like kind of when people was already had COVID fatigue, you know what I mean? So people was really easing back into moving around. So, you know, but I heard about like how it was just like, look like a ghost town. You could be on the highway or you could be.
You could have expired plates and nobody would pull you over.
Yeah, I mean, I still see that right now.
I know, we do though.
I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
And you got that at 19, though?
How you got temp tags from 18 and the pandemic started? COVID-19 about to be COVID. Yeah, COVID 22. So wait a minute, like.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was just crazy. I was like, you know, people was like, yo, you know, you ain't know if you walked out the house you was gonna die. If a package came to your house, like, you know, you just holding hands, like, you know. So I know that was really scary thing, but perseverance is everything. You know what I'm saying? Perseverance is everything, and it was crazy. But I ain't get to see the empty shells with toilet paper missing and $40.
It was like low-key,
you know, the
$40
toilet paper rolls, and I missed all that.
Gosh,
I missed all that.
It was so weird, Niddy. Like it happened out of nowhere. Like the kids, they went on spring break.
Yeah.
And after spring break, Cody's birthday is the 24th of March. So that week is always spring break. They never came back to school after that. So this is, they never, I didn't let them go to school either, like when the option to go to in person, because I wasn't working. So I was like, y'all can stay home with me.
That just speaks to your motherhood. I mean, you're a good mother.
Thanks.
A lot of parents, y'all can go back to school. Okay, you going back to school. Like, you know,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a testament to, you know, who you are, as a mother.
Yeah, no, so that's what's up. Thing. Thank you. And speaking of me and motherhood, but your mama that deal though. Like I remember running to your the nail shop and seeing your mama, and it was like you could tell we were both on a mission. Like we trying to get in and out. It's one of them you don't want to see nobody you know because you don't want them to talk. None of that. So we both walked in, and she walked in before me, and I was like, man, she looked like somebody I know, but whatever.
Had a mask on.
No, because this was like before the pandemic.
Oh,
and so, yeah, my bad. It was before the pandemic,
okay.
But we both had sunglasses on. We were at a nail shop in North County off of Lindbergh.
Okay.
And I remember when I walked in, and she was in there before me, and we both kind of did one of these, like, what's up, girl? Like, when I tell your mama, like, is that deal, I know that because especially, like, when Envy, you know, which that's whole different, that was a vibe, y'all.
That was a vibe.
Oh,
that was a vibe
gosh.
Inside of a vibe. Like.
Yes, it was like the spot. And then with HG, I know that your mama was protective over y'all.
Yeah. They say she was John mom reincarnated. Not necessarily reincarnated, but she was the new version of, you know, I heard the story. I mean, I experienced how John mom at the door was like, oh, well, you going to wait.
Yeah. He used to go there.
Yeah, so, you know, but no, you know, mom, she like I say, she a firecracker. She one of a kind.
She is.
She one of a kind. But if she remembers you, that was good because, you know, she'll pretend she don't remember somebody, and then 2 minutes into the conversation, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, I remember now."
Yeah, your mom is definitely good people. Always good energy. Like, I never had an issue with your mama, so
Right.
I guess that's a good thing. Basically, like, I love your mama. She good people. How's
Yeah.
your baby doing?
Oh man, she's thriving. She's thriving. I mean, she's using sentences. She know her colors, her shapes. She know how to count to 15.
Yeah,
You know,
look,
she only
15
took
is major for
15
a 2-year-old.
big,
I
you know what I mean?
know.
She can how to count to 15. You know, like she's just thriving. She already got a personality.
Yeah.
You know, she's a diva, bossy. Just so I actually feel sorry for her sibling because she's already growing into her own at 2 years old.
Yeah.
So I don't know what she's gonna be like at 5. So,
Yeah, but that speaks a lot about her mom though too, because you got to think about it, like the pressure that I know that she dealt with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
most definitely.
being pregnant at the time that you were wait a minute, you were at the concrete office.
I was the
Right?
concrete
You
jungle.
weren't? Okay, it was the concrete. Okay, so you were at the concrete jungle, right?
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't like that. Where I was at, it wasn't no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like no USP. Like people wasn't getting stabbed up.
Absolutely.
People get stabbed up now. Like you get poked up, you get out of line.
You
like,
said get poked up.
Yeah, you gonna get poked up. They keep that blicky on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They keep the blicky. You know what I'm saying? So everything is about respect. So
Yeah.
you gonna learn real fast about respecting man. You gonna respect space. You gonna respect this car, that car. Cars is like
Yeah, I was about to ask, what is
crews.
that? Okay.
It's like it's a crew. Like you gonna have the St. Louis car. You might have a Naptown car. You might have, you know what I mean. So
Okay.
it's cars, and then you have, levels, and
Okay.
you got
Level to
You
this.
know.
Okay.
other things and other things. But you gonna
get
respect man though.
Yeah.
That's what you gonna do. You gonna respect man.
I see that. I
Yeah.
see that. So there we go. So I know, like I was saying, like with your lady, like being able, it speaks volumes about her as a woman.
Yeah, true indeed.
It speaks volumes as her as a woman, as a mother,
Yeah.
as your woman.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that y'all had to deal with to keep your mind strong? And again, let's also, if you can answer in that, remember the pandemic.
Yeah.
So not only are you, because you're the man of the house, even though you were on a vacation real quick,
Yeah. Yeah.
how were you still mentally keeping her strong?
You know what? And now I'm able to kind of reflect on it a little differently now that I'm home. But I mean, we just stayed in constant communication,
Good.
open dialogue. When she was having difficult days, she talked about it. If I had difficult days, I talked about it. But whenever I had a difficult day, which was like far in between,
Yeah.
I really wouldn't express it just because you don't want, somebody to be worrying about you and, you know what I mean, you
Yeah.
away. But, she really, really, really just held it down. Our communication, like I say, was just great. I wrote letters all the time. She sent me cards and pictures.
You drew pictures too?
Well, I paid somebody to get.
Okay, because you see the face. Did you become an
know,
artist out there?
Oh, it's a lot of artists, so
Okay.
the currency was stamps. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So I used to keep a lot of books and stamps.
Okay, so you had all the pictures drawn
Yeah,
then.
so
okay.
I used to send pictures home. This is what was crazy. When my daughter was born, it was a picture that I had from me and my girl, and then it was a picture that she had with the baby. So I gave it to dude, and he put me in the picture like I was there with them. So yeah, that was.
I need to see that. Like,
Yeah,
can
I
you
gotta
take a
let you
picture
see
and
that.
show me
Yeah,
one day?
I gotta
Okay.
let you see that. It's nice. So it's just it's just really effort. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just a lot of things in life is effort. You know what I mean? So. I always used it as hey, I'm away. Like, if you think about somebody who's deployed in the military in Afghanistan, salute to the troops. And it's just like when you think about people that's away you think of athletes who gone 9 months out the year.
Facts.
You think of CEOs who's traveling. We just kind of put in our mindset that, hey, I'm away for work. I mean, obviously I didn't have to, tell nobody like I didn't have to tell my daughter like daddy's at work, but you know what I'm saying? We just kind of navigated the whole thing like, hey, we just going through something. God got us. Stay strong, you know, and you just have to always believe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that that was one thing that we had was faith that, you know, we're going to come out of this stronger and better than ever.
Yeah, and the good and the blessing through it, because you know how you always got to find the good and stuff. How we were just talking about that, right? At least she was little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
like that, she was little. Unfortunately, the fact that you know she was born when you were gone, that's different. But just the fact that y'all didn't have to deal with building her spirit up from that.
Yeah. Well, you know, honestly, it wasn't difficult. Like when they came and met me at the bus station, you know, she came to me. My daughter came to me, like because what I did was when I was in the county. We recorded my voice, and so Bilderberg got this thing where you can.
I know it with I know.
So we put my voice in the Bilderberg. So every time she played with the barrel or whatever, you know, she always heard my voice, you know, and so she already had that recognition, and so when she heard my voice a few times and she looked, you know what I mean, and she put her arms out, so that was just like.
Did you cry?
I didn't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, but you know, your heart going to cry.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying, but It was very touching moment though,
I know it
just
had
to
to
feel
be.
her little body, like
Her little bitty fingers.
you know what I'm saying. It was just like crazy, and you know, from February to now, she's you know and got so big, so it's just you know it's just crazy.
Yeah. And then what you were sharing with me, which I thought on your social media, like Megan, get your whole life right. See, that's what people get when they try to get information on social media. Be having a story all the way messed up. But I had no clue you had another baby on the way.
Yeah. So I got home and got busy.
Basically, is what you're saying.
I got busy.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I got busy.
And you have
figuratively and literally and
all of the above.
And business wise, personal wise, you know, it just got busy. You know what I mean? But it's a blessing, and you know we excited. We looking forward to it to be, you know, we growing and you know, and things a little more serious. You know,
I know
so.
It's something about when you have your first kid, it brings out a side of you. That you know it's always been there, but it's like it really is. It brings out something in you. But it's something about that second kid. You be like, okay, no more bullshit, Megan.
Yeah. Tell me about that, 'cause I mean. You know, and I got a lot of homies, like, you know, believe it or not, it always look like we don't kick and shit, but you know, like people I'm around, they really elevated thinkers, like, you know, so everybody, you know, they want to be a good family man, they want to be good to their kids, like, you know what I mean, like, so you know, we try to be particular about who we choose, but you know, sometimes you don't have that good luck, but I got lucky, you know, and that's all I can say.
Because she's an amazing woman. Like I don't know her, but just from like what I've seen, just seeing like what you have went through with your journey in this life, and I'm like, she is hard as a mug.
Yeah. She got Teflon, alligator skin, like you know she, you know, and I put her through a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Outside of everything that what people know, so it's just kind of like it just really make you want to dig deep and just be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you're not gonna meet too many people that's gonna deal with this shit and deal with your bullshit and deal with, you know what I'm saying? And then you know you got to deal with moms, you got to deal with all, like it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like
his mama is the best, y'all.
Yeah, it's a lot that come along with, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, you know. You don't really find them like that. It's a diamond in the rough.
No, not at all. When's her birthday? Look, everybody be asking people birthdays. I just be wanting to know.
Just ask what's her sign. You know you want to know.
Okay, what's her zodiac sign?
Yeah, what's her sign? You don't, what's her birthday? You don't care about her birthday.
I'm just trying to play like I know, though. I wanted to try to figure it out.
We ain't going to do that. Yeah. What's her sign?
Yeah, okay, what's her sign?
No, she a Libra. Yeah.
So then when's her birthday? Because I know some Libras.
It's the 14th of October.
So hopefully you're
don't be trying to put me on the spot on live.
No. What I'm saying is I know she's gonna have a bomb-ass birthday, right?
Well, you know, she carrying right now, so she gonna take it easy. She gonna take it easy.
It's okay. She can get all the good massages. She can get some good food.
Yeah. She, you know, I'm home now. I love to eat. I'm a foodie, so you know, I just sent her a text earlier. You hungry?
Right.
Get you some brick tops real quick.
There we go. I was gonna speak into that. Where did you go? Like, what were some of the things? As soon as you got home, you were like, man.
First thing that I ate when I came home was Tasty Treats.
Really? She's dope.
I mean, you know, she came to the crib. She catered for me. She cooked some lamb chops.
Sweet.
She made some lobster tails
Okay.
and, you know, some all that. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first meal that I had. But I think the first place, I probably should have been taking a journal. I was just eating so much and
Literally,
just so
and
happy
people
to be
were taking
home.
you out, I'm sure.
You know, I was just, you know, everything, like the stuff that I missed for sure was like, you know, of course, in St. Louis, you got to get that Bang Lou. You know, that Chinaman. So
That Chinaman, I want something now.
But I was battling because it was like, yo, like I'm trying to eat all of this food, but I'm also trying to stay in shape. So it's kind of like just trying to balance everything. You know.
Yeah. And then you also came home and hit the ground running.
I told you I was busy. I got busy.
You really were.
No,
like, y'all, when I tell you he got into the community, that is everything. Because like I said, it's a whole pandemic going on, and you were so selfless. You know, you did. You spent time. You prioritized your family, but I saw that you were connected with Urban League. So that means you're taking away time from still being at home to take care of your community.
Yeah.
What made you feel like, you know what, I need to do this?
Well, it's important. You know, the community is important. I mean, that's really, you know, I always wanted to be a pillar in the community, and I just think that it's important for us to be involved. I mean, whether it's the smallest capacity is just, you know, just taking care of your street, your block, or whatever, to, you know, helping others. So it's just it was something that I really wanted to do, and I had a passion for it, but it was a lot of things I didn't know how to get into.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, again, when you busy focusing on what you doing, you get pulled in 100 different directions. And so when I had a lot of time to just sit and reflect, it was just more so like, you know, how do I want to make an impact? You know, and especially with the youth, especially with, you know, me being incarcerated, I felt like, you know, anybody should be able to avoid what I went through. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of hard to avoid it when they target you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so I don't know if a lot of people know about what, you know, we can talk about all of that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I don't know about. I just really wanted to be involved with the community, and James Clark is doing a good thing, and Michael McMillan is doing a good thing.
Yeah, he is.
And, you know, I'm working on developing a foundation.
Sweet.
Called the Grit and Grace Foundation.
Okay.
So, you know, that's going to be an arm where I just, you know, I do things for the youth, and I've been talking to the, you know, city of St. Louis and just want to do some things for, you know, just the youth, you know, 16 and under, 17 to 20, 21 to 25, because, you know, it's a lot of people who really need, you know, financial literacy, who really need entrepreneurship training, who need to find a trade or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, we got to have people who reaching back, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like people put me in a position to where, you know, I'm able to reach back and tell people my story. Like, hey, these are the highs and these are the lows. You know what I mean? These are some things that I did very well. These are some things I did bad. There's some stuff that you can avoid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think we all need mentors. I mean, I've been big on mentors. I done had a lot through my life, you know, really, really, really high up successful mentors that people just never see on Instagram. Yeah. And it's just like, you know, I think it's important.
Absolutely. And like you said, what it sounds like also is just like you're big on that transparency. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like showing you that this is who I am, you know? And even if you try to hide stuff, again, when you are a public figure, people gonna tell the world for you. And you're like, damn, I ain't even.
And then, you know, the thing is, you want to make sure that you tell your truth and speak your truth.
Exactly.
Because if somebody else tell it, they're going to tell a half-truth.
How they want it to be told.
You know what I mean? They're going to tell it how they want it to be told. It might be a half-truth. It might be mostly of a lie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to be transparent and say, yo, this is me. This is who I am. This is... And live with it and deal with it.
Facts.
You know, because, you know, we only got one life to live, and then when we gone, people remember us for a week, and then, you know, they gone about their life.
That's it. I know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just make an impact to where you're doing something that's bigger than you.
Right, because it sure is three sides to every doggone story now. You always got to pay attention to who is the person that is telling the story, because I'm telling you, it may be somebody who you don't even give a hell what they talking about anyway.
I tell people, man, where's your news sources?
Yes.
That's important. Somebody tell you some information, you be like, okay, where'd
you get it from?
Like, not even necessarily where you get it from. Like, people's sources be bad.
Yeah,
somebody will tell you some information that I swear is a fact, but they got it on Facebook.
They got it right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yes.
wait a minute. Like,
yeah.
So, but no, it's all good.
Yeah. Do you think that you want to get back into the the entertainment industry, like open another club? I mean, because you had to think about it. Like, no shade to any of the club owners here in St. Louis, okay? But it's something about yours that you put your hands on. It's a different vibe. It's a whole different feeling. It's like you don't. Not that there's anything wrong with St. Louis, but it's just it brought a different type of class and elegance when you went out. Yes, with the success that you have with hush parties, but do you want to open another club?
Man, that's my passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really hospitality, you know, just a lifestyle hospitality piece, making people feel good, you know, eating good, everything, creating memories. Yeah. Like, that's my passion. Like, I want people to say, like, it's so many people who was going to Envy, who met at Envy. Like, I got, you know, people who work for me, people as friends, they haven't really met, like, their husband or their wife at Envy.
Really?
Yeah, like, you know, so it's just like.
Envy was a vibe,
and these are thriving relationships, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, to be a part of, like, somebody's story is you know, it's a beautiful thing. So it's just like, for me, I just really like to elevate the city. You know, when you think about St. Louis, I just want people to think about us in a good light. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times we get negative light, but I think Time Magazine said that we like one of the best cities to visit. So, you know, I just want to make sure that, you know, when they talk about the soccer stadium, when they talk about the Cardinals, and they talk about, you know, when they talk about all of that, you know, they can talk about Niddy, they can talk about the hush party, and I just really like to bring like that out of town flavor to the city. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I love to open up something and provide a wave and a vibe for people to just, you know, create memories and have a good time safely and peacefully.
Because your birthday is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Your birthday is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So are you thinking about planning something before the year is out, or are you still kind of marinating on that idea?
No, that's been marinated. Shit.
Okay. It's seasoned. It's ready to go in the oven.
Yeah, that shit been marinated.
Okay.
It's seasoned. It got the herbs and the, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I had to inject the flavor in there and everything.
How did I know he was going to say that? Like, you got the special. Okay.
Yeah, like, well, no, for real though. Like, you know, my birthday is, I done kind of made my birthday everybody else way of celebrating. You know what I'm saying? So, New Year's Eve is big. You know, I try to make it big just because, you know, everybody don't want to go to Vegas or Miami or whatever.
And especially right now, you know, some people just don't want to travel.
Yeah, so, you know, that money that y'all was going to spend on the flights and the room.
Might as well, you
know
know
what I mean? Hey, you know.
Might as well save up for December.
You might as well save up for the old.
Legit.
Niddy birthday, hush.
No, for real.
This my Durantula year. This my Durant year, so. But no, yeah, my birthday, you know, should be something special. Yeah. Yeah, I like to make it a good time for everybody.
And St. Louis needs that. We definitely need that, you know what I mean? Because like we said, like, man, with this pandemic, you haven't been able to do anything the way that you want to. You know what I'm saying? So, like, any way that we can enjoy ourselves, especially with our friends and our family, and get out, it's like, man, we be like, nah, look, let's go. And they ready to spend the money.
Yeah.
People ready.
You know, people got an extra influx. They definitely got an influx.
They ready. They ready.
She ready.
They are, though, for real. I'm saying, some people been working out. Yeah. Some people been intentionally eating to get thicker so they can meet their man in his hush party.
Yes, I mean, some people been on the table, too. What? I said something wrong?
No, because I know somebody who tried to get on the table and they wouldn't do it.
I mean, I'm just saying, some people go to the table, some people go to the gym.
Yeah, because they I'm finna come back outside and be ready. Like,
I know somebody say they got their stomach shrunk. So they can eat less.
So they can eat less?
Yeah, they got their stomach shrunk. So that's a thing now. You
know?
It
is. No, it really is.
Everybody getting all type of things done lately. I say, ooh.
So, okay, so you just made up a good point. Did you see some people like, okay, so when you came home, did you see some people where you were like, how you doing?
I mean,
you all right? You all right over there? Like,
in what way? How long? You know, I mean, we can talk about it. It's a safe place.
It is.
It sounds like you trying to get a little toxic, but you know what I mean? It's safe. It's a safe place.
Okay, so like, did you come home and some people were like fucked up, where you were like, dang, did you eat extra? Have you lived hard? Because like, you know, sometimes when you haven't seen people in a while, you know, they either they look good or they don't.
I mean, everybody is you know, living in their own skin, I guess.
That was a nice answer.
Everybody living in their own skin.
Okay.
But no, I mean, from what I seen, you know, people ain't got their money up, and you know, people was flourishing and you know, starting businesses and you know, so the business acumen seemed like it's elevating. People got seminars and you know, so I was, you know, I'm proud, you know, because you know sometimes St. Louis be so far behind. Yeah. And you know, people run to Atlanta to do things that is just like, yo, expand in your city. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because you can in a city like St. Louis. You really can.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you really can. What's funny is during this pandemic, because I was, as I mentioned, because I worked so much, I didn't get to do anything. I literally went to Atlanta for the first time.
Hold on, wait. What you mean for the first time? So you mean to tell me you ain't never go to?
No, that's why when you said Megan got a South Beach story, no, the hell I don't. Yeah, I've never been to Miami. I have still, and I had never been to Atlanta.
So you ain't never been to Freaknik?
Confession. Oh, yeah. No, but okay, I mean as an adult.
Hold on.
No.
St. Louis. Hold on, St. Louis. Y'all just say what just happened, right? Oh, I went to Atlanta for the first time. Then I brought up Freaknik, right? She like, oh, I do. It was this one time. I remember Tyrone. You just brought back memories.
No, don't even do
me.
My bad. No, that is not what the fuck happened. What happened was I went to Atlanta. It was my 8th grade year, and it was a wedding. And I remember when we were driving, I was in the car with like elders, right? It was like me and a cousin, and we were looking like, dang, what is going on? They having hella fun. And when I tell you the elders in the family, they were like, oh, hell no, make a left, make a right. And we were just looking like, dang, adults be kicking it. So that didn't count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that trip didn't count.
That's when you was down there and when you was in 8th grade, that's when you knew you wanted to go back.
Shut the hell up. No, I didn't.
That's when you saying that. Are you like, oh yeah, I got to come back. Woo! Hey, she got to look around like, yeah, wait till I'm 21.
Wait till I'm 21.
I know I'm coming. Yeah, I'm trying to go to Atlanta.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see my cousin down there. I'm trying to see my people.
Yeah.
No. Like, I literally, like, during this pandemic, I have been able to travel more. And so, like, this has been, like, yeah.
You know, that's ironic because, I've been looking at people saying like they traveling more than they was.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID. So I'm like, wait a minute, it's a pandemic going on, like, are you still really out here?
I have not been, like, vacationing, though. You get what I mean? Like, I haven't been, like, on a vacation, but I have been for, like, work assignments and stuff. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? But just the fact that, like, being able to leave out of town and do work assignments during a pandemic, it was kind of weird. But as long as you have, like, your Lysol can, you know what I'm saying, and your wipes. Yup, then I feel fine. I'm cool. I don't touch the remote.
I haven't traveled yet, so.
You have you done a staycation?
Nah, not yet.
You should do a staycation. Yeah. You should do a staycation.
With the last hotel or something like that.
That's what you should just try. All the new ones, because there's a new one, Le Meridian in Clayton. Okay. They're cool because they opened up a rooftop. Well, not necessarily a rooftop swimming pool, but they have a swimming pool. But I mean, it's about to get cold, so. Yeah. Can't go wrong with Angod because all the colors in there.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, they got a real nice rooftop too.
I like, yeah. And then,
they was building that before I left, or they was finishing up, and I actually had toured it before it was complete. Yeah. And I was gonna do something there. You know, so I still might do a sneaky.
You still can. I got people that I'm cool with there. Just let me know.
All right, I'm gonna tap in there.
Yeah, for real. I like that spot. So what do you have before we close out with all of the things that you have been through? We talked about it when we started. The good, the bad, the sweet, the sour, the ups, the downs, the left, the rights. You know, all of the things that were set up to be against you. Mm-hmm. All the things that people were gossiping and saying, which I don't know because I don't be entertaining people's stuff. But I'm just saying that you know that people were probably coming to you saying different things, or you heard through other people saying, So knowing that now you're home and you came out on top, and the fact that, yes, you are giving back to your community, what words of advice for someone who feels like everything is just crumbling down around them. Because, for example, like you said, some people are losing or lost some family members. You know what I mean? Like this Delta variant, they're saying is way stronger than just the regular COVID.
Yeah.
So like I actually have a cousin who her best friend lost her mom and her brother, and her dad is sick now.
Wow.
In the hospital. So like her whole family in the matter of like a week. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What advice do you have for somebody to simply find a way to live?
I mean, you just said it. To just live. You know what I mean? Just do what they would want you to do.
Yeah.
I mean, in that capacity. But if you feel like the walls are closing on you, and you feel like you can't really figure it out.
Yeah.
It came to me too. It's 10% of what happened. It's 90% how you respond to it.
There we go.
Yeah. So it's 90% how you respond to it. A lot of times, man, what people don't do, and you was talking about this before we went live, but meditate. You gotta wash your brain. Not brainwash, but wash your brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta have inner peace. And I think I found a lot of inner peace, and I found a lot of, self-worth. A lot of people don't value themselves enough, and they don't understand the impact that they have on themselves and others,
Yeah.
So I just really just tell people, like, just really, 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 really just take it one day at a time, and I don't really have, like, no super duper, like, elaborate quote or nothing like that. It's just no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
My granny used to say that.
And it's real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a super duper religious person, but I believe in God, and I read the Bible and stuff like that. So, people gotta find what it is for them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's God, Allah, Buddha, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whoever it is, the North Star, the universe, whatever, the law of attraction, however they living, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, for one, you got to have something that keep you grounded and somebody that you can talk to when you can't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then you just have to just know that the rain that's happening today is not forever.
Yeah. But you need the rain to wash and to fertilize your soil. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So
that's going to help you grow.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, for sure. The rain going to help you grow. It's going to help you flourish. It's going to help you blossom.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't, if you blooming right now, you might need a little bit of rain. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Yeah, and I tell my kids, Niddy, I tell them all the time, nothing lasts forever.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah,
nothing. So it's like when we can really understand that change is inevitable. It's going to come regardless. Yeah. Are you fighting it? Are you resisting it, or are you going with the flow and allowing it? Because when you resist it, it stays longer. When you resist the change and you don't want it to. But when you can accept it and be like, all right, let me just go ahead and ride this wave.
Yeah, a lot of times, man, people just really got to do an inventory of self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You do an inventory of self and you like, yo, I want to blame this person. I want to blame this. I want to blame this situation. Just do an inventory of self. You know what I mean? Just try to figure out, how can I take accountability for what's happening in my life? Yeah. And then, okay, how do I make the adjustments? And then just slowly make them, because, when you think about, like, how hard it is to change yourself, it's that much harder to change somebody else. So you definitely got to work on self first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And self-love ain't selfish.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's so right. Oh, my gosh. Message. What movie was that from? That's my favorite movie. Nobody knows, for real. My favorite movie, Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know all the quotes.
That would be your movie. That would be your movie.
Why? What you trying to say?
I'm just saying.
No, like, what you trying to say? Because
you like to laugh. You know what I mean? You like to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is a pleasure. It's such a pleasure. I'm glad that you know.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm like, why she want me to be first?
Because
that's just how I am.
Yeah. No, one, because again, it was one of them, like, okay, so I'm gonna come back out and talk in the world, right? Because I was having my withdrawals. You know what I mean? I've been able to be Mommy Megan, as my kids call me. I was able to be Mommy Megan, and in a way that I never have. I'm talking about, it's different when you cook breakfast, but I've been able to do like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. I know, right? What you trying to say?
Nothing. I just was asking. Why you feeling guilty?
I know, because low key, like my mama, when I was working.
You got a recipe book?
No, but I do use Pinterest.
See, Kevin Samuels will get on you right now.
That's fine. He can get on me though because I'm trying.
Kevin Samuels will get on you right now.
I don't even care. And what's funny is I be making recipes because it'll be stuff that I be wanting to try, and sometimes they don't eat it though, and sometimes they do.
Is it good though?
Ain't nobody hungry though. Look, Aiden over there.
My uncle was I just went to the they doing this thing called Grills to Glory, and that's just another thing that they doing with the Urban League.
Yeah.
And it's like 100 churches involved, and it's just basically churches being involved in their community and and helping people be able to eat, get PPE and stuff like that. Neither here nor there, but I stopped by one and all the meat and the hot dogs and everything was burnt up. I said, wait a minute. Why? Oh, this how everybody like it. And I'm like, listen, if you can't cook, just say that then. Don't try to burn up everything.
They were chewing gum with that steak.
I say a dog won't eat that.
Ew.
But so I mean, if you can cook, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's good.
I know, I'm Mexican and black, so I can make some really good Mexican dishes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I actually had met my dad, my biological dad, in 2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
That's
and
big.
It's kind of different because we were talking about with your daughter, it's like it was different because for me, he's trying to build their relationship now.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And it's like, I let him. It's just a little different.
I mean,
let's
just don't push him away. Whatever the circumstance is, what it was, and I mean, I know you feel like, hey, I'm grown. What can you do for me now?
No, I'm not. I don't act that way because I'm the one that went out and found him.
Oh, okay.
I was like, boom, boom,
23andMe.
boom. Hey, I'm your daughter.
You did the 23andMe or the Ancestry.com and all that?
No, I hit up some cops that I knew and was like, yo, I have this name. And I need you to look it up.
Wow.
Yeah, because remember I told you something about when you become a parent.
Yeah, you toxic. No, the toxic
no,
come
not.
out.
No,
I mean, I know this about your dad and everything. You know what I'm saying? But the toxic just snuck and came out.
No,
so
I promise I do not ask my police friends to look people's stuff up.
I got this guy like.
No, I don't, Niddy.
And
no, what had happened was I had caught. It was after I had Cody. I had caught a rare strand of strep throat, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and so I was dehydrated so bad. My thyroids were getting big, right? So the doctor was asking, did I have history of thyroids? And that's embarrassing when I can only answer by my mama's side. And not my dad.
So that prompted you to want to do that? And
I said, because I knew how I used to ask my mama about my dad, and my mama would be real quiet. Yeah. I knew my kids were going to start asking about their how come I don't know your dad's side? And I didn't want to have that uncomfortable conversation with them. Yeah. So that's when I had hit up. And if I say who the person was, they'll get in trouble with their job. But it was a family member.
I mean, it's all good.
Look,
I just know you toxic.
Place. No, I'm not. I swear I have never done.
Hold on.
Niddy, no. Y'all, can you look at me? I have never. Nothing is crossed. No toes, no fingers, my eyes. Nothing. I swear I have never done that before.
Yeah.
Now I went to CaseNet. Now I've CaseNetted some people.
I done CaseNet.
Hell yeah. Yep.
You Google somebody?
Myself.
They just
myself.
People Googling, they CaseNetting, they you gonna do a background. Say, what's your social real quick? I'm trying.
See, I don't be doing all that. CaseNet is enough. But I'm one of them people, that just take too much time. I ain't finna do all that.
All right, so you see something on CaseNet, what that tell you about a person?
Nothing
that tell you what the government
wrote up? Because when you see my shit, you may be like, damn, Megan,
you was outside?
I'm a new person, okay? Yeah. I'm a new person. It's 2021.
Don't believe everything you see on the internet.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's why you don't want to believe what
if you go and look up me on CaseNet or you go look at me on FBOP, that's gonna say that they gonna make it look like that
we be crazy.
No, they gonna make it saying like I was supplying America.
Really?
I'm just saying
no, you're right.
It's all about who at the desk. Yeah. It's all about who write it up. You know what
Facts.
I mean? And that's what I mean. Yeah. I ain't gonna say that people don't do things and stuff like that, but it's all about who has the pen and who's at the desk.
Facts, because they were lying on me. They were lying on me, y'all. I'm telling you, they were lying on me. If you look up cases,
let me find out you got an assault or a battery or
a
peace disturbance or something like that.
We're gonna wrap up this interview with
St. Louis, you see how the toxic came out?
I promise y'all. I swear I'm good.
Nah,
Out
it's
in
all
these streets,
good.
I'm
Nah.
good. Nitty, before we close out, we have some people who asked some questions. Hey, young Santa. Has anybody hit us up in the comments with questions for Nitty Griddy?
Yes, we had one that says, Nitty, do you plan to enter the restaurant industry again?
That's a good question.
I know, because they were
But
talking about, did they mention pizza?
It'll probably be, you know, by me having a restaurant, that was like something I always wanted to do because I love food. But I'm like, yo, the opportunity just landed in my lap, you know what I'm saying? And I think some advice I can give somebody, if you have money, don't throw it at a problem.
Okay.
Because it's just a Band-Aid that is going to keep bleeding out. You know what I mean? And I think that was some things that I did was just throw money at problems. And I think that restaurant, I wasn't ready for it just because it was some things that I didn't have in place. So I would open a restaurant again, but I would have to make sure that I have more things in place as far as infrastructure, as far as making sure I got a chef, menu concept. You know what I mean? Like really, because I signed a lease and I'm paying rent and I'm doing this, but I'm also looking for a chef. I'm also trying to come up with a menu concept. So I'm bleeding money, you know, and I'm just throwing money at a problem. And then, you know, with the liquor license thing,
That's
a
whole different kind
you just have to make sure that you dot all your I's and cross your T's. So, you know, I would, but it'll just have to be the perfect or great situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it'll probably be something to where to have a food component with something else that, you know what I mean, that make people want to come. But I mean, I would love to have like a fine dining, sprinkle salt on your steak, your tomahawk. You know, I love to have something like that, but you know, I think I'll stay away from that for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
For right now.
Yeah, for right now.
Remember, he has a birthday coming up, okay? So I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Young Santa, do we have any more questions?
We do. First, O from Street Santa says, what up, Nitty?
What up, what up?
West Side.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
And then some said, how did you get the name Nitty Griddy?
All right, so funny story, right? I'm trying to figure out if I want to go all the way back to this story. So Nitty been my name probably since high school, but it was really C-Nell, right? Because my government name Cornell. So it was C-Nell. There was a couple other guys named C-Nell. So somebody was like, oh, man, you always wearing glasses like you Diddy. I'm going to just start calling you Nitty.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that just kind of rolled into like Nitty Griddy because I was like, I ain't just trying to be Nitty like
it needs
Puff
something
Diddy
else.
or something like that. And so Nitty Griddy really kind of fit because, you know, you got to get to the nitty gritty of things. You know what I'm saying? And the nitty gritty details is important. If you pay attention to the small details, that's what make the big picture.
That's true.
You know what I mean? The small details is what makes the thing work. And that's why I think I've been good at what I do is because I focus on the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The nitty gritty of the job that people don't want to do, I'm willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? And just the little fine details, like somebody might not be thinking about when they promoting a party, and I'm thinking about how would I feel and what would I want while I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the nitty gritty of the details.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. How you got your name? I got my name, the way I got my name was really fancy.
Okay.
It's such a short story, you know what I mean? So I used to play soccer.
Okay.
So it was always like 5 Megans. And so, you know what I'm saying, when the ball would go to a Megan, they would say, Megan! And we would all look, and then we lost the play. So now,
Are you serious?
And so the coach, they were like, Megan! And we would all be like, what the hell? Like, I was ready for that play to knock our ass down. That's why I used to like soccer, though. You could be rough. You could fight people. But yeah, and so we were at practice, and she had said that she was gonna start calling us, Megan, and then our first initial. So that's how I got Meghan O.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, very
That's
fancy
cool.
story there.
Real fancy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, Nitty, young Santa, was that it with the questions? Okay, cool. Nitty, I want to say cheers to you.
We can't cheers water. That's bad luck.
Well, you can't for real?
Nah, you can't. I mean,
Really?
yeah.
Water
that's
is
bad.
like what you need for life.
Well, you can't cheers water though. You pose a hat like you know, a pole. Do you drink? Do you drink alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we supposed to have a.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know. Are you
Yeah.
serious? Like for real, we can't cheers
What?
water though. Like that's really bad. Like I had no clue. Did you know that? Like did y'all really know that you're not supposed to cheers water? I did not know that.
And you.
Put my
I'm
damn
sorry,
water back.
but cheers. We can pound.
We can
elbow,
pound. We'll do
something,
that. So let's
all
do
that.
this then. Okay, we're gonna figure. I'm gonna remember that, so I will never cheers with water ever
Yeah,
again.
you gotta keep a little cocktail hidden for the next guest.
No
You
clue.
know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to cheers to you and all of the amazingness that is coming your way.
you. Cheers
for
to
all
you.
of the greatness that you're about to pour into our community, that you've already been pouring into our community. I want to say thank you for using your story to inspire, especially our youth. I love the young adults, I really do.
Yeah.
But our youth.
Yeah.
Because I remember I used to be that youth where my mama was working a whole bunch, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously my dad wasn't in the picture, so I had to learn how to survive.
Correct.
And I was able to grow and shape my character
Mm-hmm.
by mentors, women who would speak to me the same way that you're doing that for youth too. So I
Yeah.
really want to say thank you and keep shining.
No, I appreciate it. Well, you know, salute to you. The Hello Meghan O show.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful thing. You know, I wish you much success on that.
Thank
You
you.
know, your personality is lovable and
Thank
is warm, and you make people feel fuzzy, and you know. So
Thank you.
I think you would do well with some cocktails, just because. I mean, like how your personality is, you would really get a lot out of people that they
You
probably
think I should?
didn't
oh,
want to.
Lord. It be
You know what I'm
me.
saying?
It be me. Do I want
You
the
know, I mean,
cocktails?
keep it to a minimum, like, you know, a 3-shot.
Yeah, I'm little. Yes, because
You know,
I be feeling it fast.
Anything after 3, you know.
Literally.
Anything after 3.
I think I'm gonna try it. My next guest is 30 Deep Grimy.
Okay, that's what's
So
up.
maybe I will.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know if he can have a drink though.
Well, I'm just saying, I just think that with your personality and what you bring out of people and your energy is radiant. You
Thank
know, I
you.
can tell you passionate about what you do, and it's a beautiful thing. And
Thank you.
you know, you don't need no liquor for nobody to. You know what I'm saying? You got it already. You a natural high. You don't need
Facts.
nothing.
And
You
Megan
don't-
O is
you
a
don't
whole
need nothing.
vibe.
Yeah.
B-I-B-E. What
Yeah.
you really know.
Yeah.
Megan O is who I be on a Tuesday. And what you know. And this is what I do. Ooh. Okay, no, I'm done. So with that being said, Niddy, thank you for
No,
coming
thank you.
on.
Thank you.
Hello, Megan O. Air clap.
Yeah, for sure.
Shh. And I want to say thank you to you for tuning in. Shout out to my amazing camera guy, Young Santa with Media Outlaws. I thank him so much because he actually was the person who was also on me a lot. Like, Megan, you need to pick up with season 2, Meg. So I really want to say shout out to Media Outlaws and to my home skillet, Tamara. Excuse me, she's going to say something. Mara Love, because she's helping me out behind the scenes too. And I want to say thank you to everybody who is here and keeping me pushing too, because I'm here for you, and I know that you're here for me and for Niddy as well. So thanks,
I
Niddy.
appreciate you.
All right,
Appreciate y'all
y'all.
for tuning in. One love.